Mallory, do you feel like we use a lot of emojis, like compared to your past work experiences?
Emojis in my past work life were like strictly unprofessional. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
And so when I came here, like it was something that was hard to get used to. And it's funny because I told Jamie, I was like, every time you do like a thumbs up on something that I do, I'm like, is that sarcasm? Like, what does that mean? Like it was the thumbs up debacle.
Yeah, we had that debate too when Adam got hired because he kept giving us the thumbs up. We're like, is he angry with us? And so we hashed that out pretty early. I've never worked somewhere where we use so many emojis. And so I do talk to the new hires about that too. I'm like, we use a lot of emojis. So in Slack, you'll see these different channels and we love it when you add emojis and you reply. So, I kind of go through the what's said but not said kind of thing with the new hires. So Slack's a very good tool that we use. We use Zoom. One of my very favorite softwares, this is going to sound so nerdy, is Lattice. Like, I love Lattice. I
love Lattice. And I'm not in people ops, and I'm obsessed with Lattice.
I always say, let's be friends. It's a very bad joke that I say every onboarding. Marla's like, please stop saying this joke that you say every day, but I do.
What the heck is that fluff? What is that fluff that maybe I am doing all the time that I'm not realizing is fluff? And how do I, what kind of hurdles those cause for me in my business if I'm not aware of those and working to take care of those?
Yeah, dreaded fluff. Dreaded fluff is like the bane of my existence. Well, that's kind of why I have a job. So maybe, yeah. Fluffy messaging. I often talk about fluff, but let's define it, right? So there are probably kind of two sides to this coin. So when I'm talking about fluffy messaging, often on the one side, I'm talking about stuff like buzzwords, jargon speak, corporate, basically kind of jargon and buzzwords that kind of don't mean anything. They have different definitions for everybody else. And the problem with that is, one, it's not really how people speak, right? You're kind of trying to sound professional or smart and innovative, but actually you end up sounding like everybody else who's saying like the same thing. So really what that does is it kind of stifles your value, right? It actually doesn't help you really express really the kind of transformative offering that you have. Now, on the other side of things, another kind of type of fluff or fluffy messaging is really just around vagueness, right? So a lot of vague, generic claims that aren't really, like, they feel like they're saying a lot, but they're not. Again, for the visual learners out there, one of the things I often talk about is kind of like candy floss. So kind of fluffy language being candy floss. Like, you look at it and you're like, oh, it's this big, exciting thing. Like, it's going to be sweet. And then you bite into it and there's just like nothing there, and fluffy language is kind of the same. So one of the things that I try to teach and help my clients is get around this by bringing in a lot of customer language. So bringing in how do your customers or your prospects and buyers actually speak about their problems, about your solution, which usually helps. And then the other side of things, vagueness is usually just like a lack of specificity, right? And so to get more specific, we need to kind of stop being afraid to actually call out the specific things that our solution offers, which again kind of comes back to knowing our audience. Usually all roads lead to like knowing your audience. But yeah, so hopefully that's kind of described what fluff is, but it's definitely not, the only problem that I see. There are a lot, but fluff is a big one for sure.
I like to say I have a buzzword fly swatter. So when those buzzwords start buzzing, I just, come around and smack them.
You did that to me. Like a few weeks back, I was writing up some copy for an episode and I was going to call someone a rock star. And she's like, no, she took out that fly swatter and no, don't say that. Don't do that.
Rock star gives me like the heebie-jeebies now. But again, it was one, it was one of those things where the first person who said it was so cool. And, 10 years ago, you could say, oh, we're looking for a marketing rock star. And everyone was like, oh my God, cool. I want on that role. And then over the years, it's just like, overused buzzword doesn't mean anything. People want to be like, well, what do you want? What's the role? Oh, rockstar. So you want me to do like 7 jobs in one, And so you have to keep up with the evolution. I'm sure maybe the first person who used like leverage on a website, everyone was like, oh, this is so smart. And now we're like, what do you mean? Just get to the point. So yeah, use that fly swatter as much as possible.
There we go.
1000%. You totally nailed that. Is anyone unsure what the Slack thumbs up means? Is it an okay? Is it sarcasm? Is it an approval? Are you mad at me? Like, I'm really not sure, and I need to know what you guys think of that.
You almost need like a legend for that, right? Like the thumbs up, fist bump, these mean good, right?
Apparently, though, because I used to use the fist bump all the time, and that's like a face punch, actually. So
I use the fist bump all the time, even in my like texting, commenting on social media posts. Like, I love the fist bump. I don't believe there's that many people that would think it's a face punch. If they do, I think they would be, reasonable enough to understand that obviously I'm not punching them in the face, especially based on my likely supportive or helpful comments. So I really hope people don't think that, because the fist bump is one of my favorite emojis.
As long as we're all collectively agreeing that the thumbs up is sarcasm.
I still like a thumbs up occasionally.
Like, okay.
I haven't surveyed this though, so maybe I need to stop using it.
We're going to make it definitive right here on Inside the Process. The fist bump is cool. Thumbs up is like, yeah, there we go. That's gospel now. There you go.
That's going to be my big takeaway from this. I should use the thumbs up less. It's funny, just really quick. I actually, if anyone uses an iPhone, I'm not sure if you can do this on Android, but you can add shortcuts, essentially like text replacement shortcuts. So if I just type in the letter T on my phone, it just makes the thumbs up emoji right away. If I type in just the letter F, it replaces it with the fist bump emoji right away. So if you want to save time and you use emojis when you're texting, just replace one letter with the emoji, and then boom, you can add your favorite emojis so much faster.
That's awesome.
Tech tip. I love it.
Yeah, that's great.
Efficient communication. You heard it here, folks.
But a really good point to bring up here, because we do a lot of communication now via instant messaging, Slack, text, and whatever. Again, owing to what we talked about already, is that we need to provide clarity around what those symbols may mean. Because to your point, Mallory, to you, a thumbs up may mean like, I'm sort of sarcastic, but someone else like, no, hey, big thumbs up, way to go. So it's pretty crucial that we're very clear within our own organizations, and that could change from one to the other. So good thing to be aware of, as we go through. So good call out. Love that.
And I love how you both pronounce it GIF and not GIF. It's GIF. I know the owner or creator calls it GIF, but I'm still going to call it GIF.
I'm with you.
GIF is peanut butter. That is all.
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
And GIF sounds like a gift. I'm gifting you with a gift.
I'm glad that we're all on the same page on that one. That's very important to me. So thanks.
That would have been a horrible battle. We would
would have been back and forth.
Pineapple on pizza. Are we going to agree on that or no? I think it's a yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
Oh,
wow. Okay. See, we're all kindred spirits here.
One more. Is the thumbs up in Slack, is it positive, neutral, or is it passive aggressive?
It feels passive aggressive. Whether it actually is intended that way or not.
Oh,
okay. There we go.
I purposely don't use it because I don't want people to get the wrong impression, because that is a common perception.
I'm at the early part. I'm like one of the oldest millennials, right? Yeah.
We're just out here collecting votes.
What is your take? Did you say yes or no, Freddie?
Yeah, we've debated this before. I have been getting over the fact that I used to think it was passive aggressive, but Trainual people are just very comfortable with it. and use it in a positive way. So I've tried getting on board, but now that people know kind of where I stand on it, they're like, wait, so now when you use it, are you being passive aggressive? So
it comes with a disclaimer, it's like thumbs up, disclaimer, this is a positive thumbs up, so
yeah.
so you know.